All right, everyone, here we go. This is a very random, super random all signs reading. This is just straight up energy reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. If you're here, you're supposed to be here. I have no idea why we're here. I was going to take the day off today and kind of chill out. But the universe having none of that. And I haven't even done a pre-shuffle yet. I'm going to shuffle while I do this little opener. Randomly at the bottom of the deck before I start shuffling, by the way, is the Wheel of Fortune, which is interesting. As, a lot of times I could pick up on the energy of what a reading's about before I start. But hey, if you're here, you're supposed to be here. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. But if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you are definitely here for a reason for this one. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. Oh man, I'll tell you what, I've been talking a lot lately about the energy around us shifting. That's why that Wheel of Fortune was kind of funny. The energy around us is shifting, and the way we've been living isn't going to work anymore. We're not going to be content with it, right? We got to change with that energy, or we end up in towers and things like that. We've been talking about a cycle, you know, our core cycle that changed, and talking about the little mini cycle within it, which I said was about 7 months or so. Causing this, you know, what everything feels different, old patterns not working, and that's for you and for your person. Okay, now on your side, you're lucky you know about it because I'm talking about it. On their side, well, it's happening to them, but they're not real sure what's going on. And I got a message from somebody the other day who said their astrologer backs up my energy read on that energy shifting around us. Something about they called it an 8-month cycle. I say it's about 7 months. But apparently it's some sort of alignment, some sort of Jupiter opposing Uranus or something like that that's causing it. I'm not an astrologer. I just pick up on the energy. While I don't need the validation, it's good to know that, you know, this energy is so obvious it's showing up everywhere. You know, it is. And it's affecting your person greatly because, again, they don't know about it. So let's see why. Let's see. It's not necessarily why we're here. I just did the pre-shuffle in front of you. And what did I just get done saying? I haven't looked at it yet. I mean, I looked, kind of took a peek. This is how your reading would normally open. I would have already done the pre-shuffle, talking to the fickle old gal universe. It opens with an 8 of Swords. I don't know what's under it. I have no idea, but I can tell you that card just backs up every word that came out of my mouth about your person. It's anxiety that I feel from their side. Again, you have the benefit of knowing about the energy shifting around. Oh, Steve said the energy around us is shifting, and we have to kind of shift with it because, you know, everything's going to feel like the old patterns aren't working anymore. We need new patterns and cut things out that no longer suit us, etc. That's fine. You know about it. So you're either doing it or you're not. Your person here doesn't know. They don't have the benefit of someone like me telling them about it, or an astrologer or whatever. And it's causing them a great deal of anxiety. And that's what's coming up here. This is what the universe wants to talk about, right? Because why? Why would it want to talk about that? Well, because it's crossed by the 7 of Cups. We've been seeing this 7 of Cups a lot lately. Yeah, we have. Again, you get in a message for you. You get in the anxiety will hit you if you don't know what you want. If you try to keep things the same. You try to think you can trick the universe, you know, play some kind of shell game on the universe. You can't do that. You can't fool energy. You know, we always say energy doesn't lie, right? Or the cards don't lie, whatever. It's true. You know, the energy is what it is. On your person's side, on the incoming energy, it's not that they're trying to play a shell game. It's just confusion and 8 of Swords, fear and things we tell ourselves and our mind running wild. These 2 cards equal anxiety. All right, and again, I haven't looked at any of these. I'm just kind of flowing through, and look at that, the Hierophant. Everything is changing. It's all that spiritual shit, all that spiritual stuff they've been learning. Their soul's been rewired, okay? It's been rewired, and it's really, really, really confusing them. It is. But on the plus side, I got a Page of Pentacles. It's making them want to, well, they're learning. It's making them want to explore these things. I think for a good chunk of you, your person doesn't quite know what to do, but I think they're going to do something. All right, that's a card of communication that was right there. And it's real, in your face, in the 3D communication. Let's see where we go. Let's see what the universe, there's a reason I'm here doing this reading. All right, yeah, fine, the universe, some astrologer, and the universe, and everything is backing up what I've been telling you, but I don't need that validation. I've been a freak my whole life. I say freak with love, but in later years here I've learned that the things I pick up on, if I talk about them and tell people about them, can help those people. So hopefully it's helping you. But if nothing else, I think this person, your person's going to reach that breaking point, that rock bottom. And I think that's why we're here. I think that rock bottom is coming fast. Saturn retrograde isn't helping. That's allowing for no new lessons to come in, so you can catch up on old lessons and old homework. So now all they got to do is sit in it and stew. You know, just sit in it. How have I been living? Is this the way I want to keep living? All of that. Flew out of the deck here. I got a card that flew on the floor. It's the Star. Before the cut, why are we here? Three of Wands. Yeah, I think they're about to hit that rock bottom. I think we're about to see some forward movement here. That's all I when I see this Three of Wands, the energy off it I read is the Four of Wands. that's you know, I think we're about to see some movement here. All right, let's see where we go. Movement of some kind after the cut. The Eight of Cups. Yeah, someone's going to walk away from it. There's those 8 broken cups. Someone is just about to hit rock bottom. Your person, the incoming energy, about to hit rock bottom, right? Walk away from 8 broken cups. It takes some bravery to do it, but this energy can give you that bravery in a lot of ways. When the things around you change, you realize you can't keep doing things the same way. If you do things the same way, you get spanked. You get those towers and things. This is someone who wants to walk toward their happiness and is being shown what direction that is. We saw that with the Page of Pentacles. That's a card of the student, right? Wow. Okay, let's give the deck a final shuffle. And that Star did fly out of the deck. And I showed it to you, which tells me, landed on the floor upright, just like I showed it to you while I was talking. And that tells me that the energy is here. It's right on top of you, okay? It's in the room, is what the universe was trying to tell me. And that's what I'm telling you. So pay attention to this reading. I still, you know, I don't know what's going to happen here. It seems to be a very divinely guided reading. Every word that's come out of my mouth has been backed up by a fucking card. Jesus, it's going to be one of those readings, is it? Okay. Let's give the deck a final shuffle. Why am I here, universe? What's this reading about? Because I don't know. The bottom of the deck, I was just talking about it. I was just talking about it. And it's the Page of Pentacles. I think this is the overall energy of our reading. Somebody who's learning some valuable lessons here is, this is 3D communication. This is communication. This is wicked. And right there, it's the Five of Wands. Somebody is learning that they can't keep doing things the way they've been doing things. It's card of the student, and this is conflict. It's the Five of Wands. This is what you know, this is what you can kind of get. If you keep doing things, I mean, think about it. If the energy around you is shifting and you have a set pattern, you have a thing you do every day, right? Your routine, if you will. And every day the energy is shifting, and then you start doing that routine and it feels weird, or things start happening, things start going wrong. You know, you start to learn, don't you? You start to pick up on the fact that maybe I need to change, right? That kind of thing. That's what your person's picking up on. And they're going to hit. I saw that Eight of Cups. That's them coming toward you. Walking away from 8 broken cups. Walking away from the old 8 broken cups. All right. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person feels. Right here's how they feel about you in the soul. This is the soul energy. This is 3D energy. Soul. Not what they show you, not what they tell you in the 3D. Right here's the hidden energy, what the universe wants you to know, which I imagine is going to be something. It's red with the energy of the connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Okay, and I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top, and you bet your sweet asses there's going to be an extended for this, because if I'm, you know, again, a plan, every time I plan a day off, the universe has other ideas. Apparently Steve Love Tarot was created so I would not get days off. I don't really care. I find these interesting. This is better than what's on TV, to be honest with you. Let's see. And let's get you some information here. Now remember, these energies are affecting you too. But I'm talking mostly about the incoming. Okay? I want to see how it's affecting somebody that doesn't know what's going on, yet it's happening anyway. I think they're going to hit rock bottom. What's the energy around the connection right now? The Hierophant. I wonder if we have a repeat of, yep, I'm just going to lay them out. Because now the universe is positioning after a shuffle, a cut, and a shuffle, the universe is actually putting our pre-shuffle, our pre-read, into positions. That's it. That's where we stop. I'm just going to lay them all out. The message from the universe is strength, and the final outcome is the Knight of Cups. They come in your way. See? Whenever this happens, whenever the pre-shuffle repeats, they get positions now. Okay? These two are new. These weren't in the pre-shuffle, but I'm right. What did I say? I said I think they're going to hit rock bottom, and I think they're going to reach out. This is communication when it falls here. Someone's going to decide that they can't, again, with this, where is it? This Five of Wands that's crossing this. They're learning. You know, as they try to do things the old way, maybe make something work in a relationship or something, and stay away from you. The more they stay away from you and keep doing things the way they've been doing it, the more trouble they get in. I've got the Hierophant here and the energy around the connection. That's the spiritual change within this person. It also tells me that they're in their head about the way they've been living, something long term. Okay, this is spiritual. This is some serious spiritual 5D shit, and it's bookending the Eight of Swords, which is in the soul. So this is in the 3D. In the 3D, there is that Seven of Cups. It's that they're trying to, you know, the whole thing confuses them, basically. It's just confusion. The confusion, I know, goes away in advance because of the Knight of Cups, because it ends up bringing them in. This is somewhere in between here is where they hit rock bottom, right in this area, and this is where they say, oh, fuck it, I'm coming in. Because the message from the universe is strength, and he's holding one of the roses from the Two of Cups in this deck. And it's because of these spiritual changes. It's because they pull up their big boy, big girl pants and come in as the Knight of Cups with a little apology and, hey, can we maybe talk or something like that? Because, quite frankly, the changes that are happening around them, the changes are happening around them and within them. And it's confusing this person. They're overthinking it. Eight Swords in the soul is not good. And remember, these were crossing. This was the crossing card of our opening card. This was our opening card, I'm sorry, and this was crossing it. So keep in mind, you know, the 3D and the soul are in conflict here. And that's kind of what's happening. We're going to have to clarify. Let's see what the witches have to say. So far, the whole reading here has backed up the pre-shuffle and the cut cards. So now let's see where we go with all this. I hope they pull out of this. It looks like they do. Spoiler alert, right? Usually I pull these one at a time and peel back the energy. But in this case here, the universe just like lay them all out. So I'm like, okay. I just follow what my intuition says. I follow the flow of energy. Same thing I teach you to do. All right? I broke my routine, didn't I? I'm talking about, look, think about it. Look at what I just did. I changed my routine here for this reading. My routine is normally one at a time, and we see and we go and we peel back the layers. This time I didn't do that. All right, why is the Hierophant here? Let's go. Let's see. So the energy for it is here. I have to swim in the energy to do these readings. This is going to be a very interesting reading. I think it ends very well for you. If you're waiting to hear from this person, waiting to hear how they feel. Look, they can keep fucking around all they want. All right, they can stay confused. They can, but they're just gonna get spanked for it, and those spankings are gonna get harder and harder. Why is the Hierophant here? The energy around your connection. Let's see. What's the affecting energy around it? Five Swords. Somebody getting real. Somebody's been thinking. This is a card of long term, right? Long term. This is a card of short term. Short-term thinking, false victories, the Five of Swords. Short-term, not considering, wanting to win a battle, but not considering the entire war. Sometimes in a war, you got to lose a battle or two. Just like racing cars, you don't just show up and beat everybody because you just, in your first race, you just win. Nobody's going to want to race you. You're not going to make any money. You show up and you lose a few, right? You lose a few till the stakes get high. And then you go ahead and hit the damn gas pedal, turn your nitrous on or whatever. This is what this energy is. This is how I'm describing it to you because that's the energy that's here. This person is waking up. All right, every time they try to go back to their old short-term thinking ways, they get spanked. They've changed. And because of that, they know they need to do something. And this is what they do. Knight of Cups. What's on top? The Sun. What did I just say? Well, I got the Sun on top of the Hierophant. It's, I mean, do you even need me to tell you what it is? It's communication, yeah, but we're pulling on the energy of the connection right now. It's somebody who has seen the light, seen that the sun illuminates everything. It's the opposite of the moon. It's also the card of the divine masculine, by the way. I got 2 divine masculine cards here. They're waking up. They're realizing that every time they do that they think small, they think they're going to make it work with a marriage on their side, or how they've been living. How they've been living is not going to work anymore. And they're realizing it because they keep getting spanked. And that's why they pull up their big boy, big girl pants, and that's why they come in. Let's go. Why's the sun here? Don't fall everything around. Oh, come on. I mean, do you even need me? 8 of Wands is, yeah, it's communication. Again, a second card of communication here. But it's fast forward movement. Everything around them is changing, and it's changing fast. This person is learning fast. Usually the page learns very slow, but that's the overall energy here. Yeah, they're fighting it a little bit because of confusion. This is what might be slowing it down, because we have a conflict between the 3D self, their 3D self, and their 5D soul self, which is net resulting in a whole lot of confusion here. That's all that's here. But the energy around them is shifting. And as it shifts, their normal routine, their modus operandi, their way of living doesn't work anymore. And you know what does work for them? You, the soulmate connection. Why? Because I believe, because this is a Knight of Cups, this is somebody who's in their feels. I believe their feminine energy is coming up quite a bit. I don't have a card to back that up yet, but I don't need one. Knight of Cups. That's not a Knight of Pentacles. It's not a Knight of Wands. You know, it's a Knight of Cups. It's nice energy. Tell me about the 7 of Cups here. This is their 3D self. Okay? 7 of Cups. And you know, all kinds of, making up all kinds of excuses about, you know, well, maybe I can try this. I mean, they just keep getting spanked. The energy of the connection is, you two are coming together. They're either coming with it or not. If they don't, it doesn't end well. It looks like most of them do come in with it. And when I say it doesn't end well, I just mean that there's stuff, when the energy around us gets like this, when everything changes, you can't keep living the way you've been living. If you live your life if you live in Florida, you live in Miami, right? You've lived there your whole life. And so you live in shorts and flip-flops pretty much every day, right? You can't keep living like that if you move up to northern Vermont in the middle of winter. You can't walk around in shorts and flip-flops. All right, that's a great analogy for what's happening here. They've been living in Miami, fooling themselves that it was great, they could afford to live there. But now they live in northern Vermont, and it's a whole different thing. Those shorts and flip-flops aren't working anymore. So go ahead, don't come toward the soulmate, but they're going to catch cold. All right, why is the don't put a winter coat on. Knock yourself out with your shorts and flip-flops and no shirt. Go for it. But you're going to catch a cold. I tell you, it gets cold up there. What's going on? 7 of Cups. I was just stalling with analogies while I was shuffling the 7 of Cups. They're going to pull it together. Justice. This person is in the process right now of learning. It's all about them learning. Okay? I think the universe wants you to know this because some of you are anxious. Some of you are stressed out by the energy shifting around you. You wonder what this person's going to do. What am I going to do now? My life is changing. What if they show up? Am I still going to want them? Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? Okay? Your life is changing too. You got a lot of goods. Worry about your life. Okay? This person here, they need to pull it together or you don't want them anyway. They're pulling it together here. They're realizing, one of the things they're realizing is there's only one option here that brings them justice. Justice is balanced energy. It's happiness. There's only one option. They're going to have to figure it out. It looks like they are. What's on top? Page of Cups. Then that option is love. Okay? That option is to try to make things work with you. Try to make things work with something that represents love. This card alone, falling on this with all the other energies we've pulled, tells me that there's no love around them. If it is, they had the wrong impression of what love was. Okay? It's not real love. Real love is the only option. Why is the Page of Cups here? 2 of Pentacles. This person, This person likes to make excuses. They're an excuse machine. All right, they're not used to love. This is someone making a decision. All right, it's someone who's deciding on love. They're going to pick a cup out of the Seven of Cups there. I know that because justice is crossing that. It's justice for you. It appears in your reading. But within them, they're going to realize what makes them happy. Okay? Again, they're learning. And they're having to learn more quickly than they'd like. The page is usually a slow learner. I got fast movement here. The universe put this here as a speedometer to show me how fast the energy is going. That's why this Eight of Wands is here. It's the only reason it's there. It's to show that. It's going fast. It's going maybe faster than they can handle. All right? Maybe they're used to your person's grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. Right? We see that Ace of Pentacles all the time. You've been waiting. This is faster than what grandma's used to. All right? She goes slow on the freeway because her eyes don't work as good, reflexes aren't as good, all that kind of stuff. They're going to have to get it together. And they're learning. They are. I feel it here. Why is the Eight of Swords here in the soul? Let's see where this Eight Swords goes. Now, Eight Swords in the soul is not good. It's not as bad. Yeah, it's bad. It's not good. It's someone who, again, it's bookending all of this. It's someone who can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is happening. In every bit of their feelings, right? It's killing them because it's essentially an energy where I have the Hierophant bookend and the Eight of Swords in the soul. I got the energy of the connection, the Hierophant, and I've got the Eight of Swords in the soul. It's someone who is almost fighting the fact within themselves that they've been living all wrong, or that they just can't keep living the way they've been living. So they're overthinking it. Okay? They're overthinking what they should be feeling. All right. So let's see why the Eight of Swords is here. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. If they just go with the feelings, this would all go a lot faster. They could keep up with the energy. All you got to do is feel to keep up with the energy, not think. All right? That's why you're in an advantage. You know what's going on. So you don't have to overthink it. You just go, Steve said the energy around me is changing. My routines are no longer going to feel right. There's so many people agreeing with that. There's even now, I find out astrologers are backing it up. There's something going on. They call it an 8-month cycle. I call it a 7-month. We'll agree to disagree. It doesn't matter. It's the same fucking thing. You know, stretches till around Christmas time, into January. Close there. Compromise. What's crossing this? Another divine masculine. Like divine masculine, divine masculine, divine masculine. It's very similar to what we got with justice here. Justice came here crossing because of this. This is a balanced emperor. This is someone who takes control. Your person either needs to take control, is what the universe is saying, or they're going to. I believe they're going to because I had justice here. All right, we keep getting major arcana cards all over the place as the affecting energies here. What's on top? The Tower. They need to, on one hand, they need to take control, or they're going to keep landing in towers. This is the rock bottom. This is why we're here. This is the rock bottom that they hit. There it is. It's a tower right there. If they don't take control, if they keep trying to sit in that throne and hope that they can keep things the same, look at him holding on for dear life to all his stuff sitting there on the throne. Not going to be able to do that. The affecting energy is one of control. They need to pull it together. I know they do, not just because of justice here, but because the universe's message to us is strength. I believe they do pull it together, which is why our final outcome is the Knight of Cups, which is why the universe wanted me to throw all these at once. Sometimes the energies, the reason I peel them back in layers is because that's how energy is read. You need to do that so that you understand the context and you don't just make assumptions based on everything on the table. In some cases here, the cards are all tied together. They all work together in a certain way. And they do tell a story here. You know, again, they need to pull it together. They do pull it together, and they come in. It's kind of a simple way of telling the story, but it is. Why is the Tower here? Seven of Cups. See? Come on. Why am I your second favorite energy reader? Come on now. Look at what just happened. That's the Seven of Cups. What have I been saying about the Seven of Cups? While they're trying to, look around. There's only one cup here that brings justice. Worrying about the other ones getting in your head is going to land you in towers. The Tower happens because they stay in the Seven of Cups. The affecting energy is one of control. Will they or won't they pull it together? A little bit of a cliffhanger here. Well, spoiler alert, they do. Okay? We got Strength card right there. And the majority of them, I can't say 100%. There is no 100%. Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. There is no 100%. All right, but certainty about anything. But a high percentage are. I mean, this is tough energy to beat. I mean, how many? I guess you got to ask yourself, if your person isn't this Knight of Cups, if they're one of the ones that doesn't come in, you got to ask yourself, how many towers can they take? How many punches can they take? I mean, your person's a punching bag for the universe here. All right, what's going on? And it's not necessarily them coming toward you. You know, it's possible that they feel like too much time's passed with you and they blow you off, and then they, you know, but they do chase love. You changed this person, right? So that now they go for love in their life, and they're a completely new person. They owe you a thank you, if nothing else. That's good too. Because that's why I told you, worry about your situation. Worry about the energy changing around you and you changing with it. Because you get good karma for that if you change someone's life for the better, which is love. Someone who was pentacle based, always worried about pentacles, now understanding and going for the right things and living life by the cup. You get nothing but good karma for that. That's really good, unless you start putting a bunch of negative energy out because you're mad that they didn't come towards you. These connections are never about whether you two come together or not. If you do, great. I mean, sometimes they do. Yeah, sure. But it's about the individual essence, the growth on the individual sides. It's about the universe wanting to balance energy. And that Justice card there was balanced energy. The energy is balancing here, provided your person can come out of this Seven of Cups and take control, and man or woman up, which it looks like they do. I'm pulling on strength right now. We're going to talk to the universe. What else you want to tell us, universe? Tell me about strength card here. Why is it here? Why? Yeah, they do. What was I just saying? Balanced energy, right? Six of Pentacles. Yeah. Six of Cups, Freudian slip. Someone from the past returning, right? Six of Cups, nostalgia, thinking back, but it's someone from the past showing up. On top of strength, it's someone who would pull up their big boy, big girl pants and maybe show up as a Knight of Cups or change their life in some way to live life by the cup. This Six of Pentacles here is balanced energy. It's a minor arcana justice card in a lot of ways. It is. It's someone who now realizes that they not only want to give to this, they have to. Okay, what's on top? Three Swords. Come on. That's why the Strength card is here. This Three of Swords is on top of it. It's red with the sun in my reading. All these things coming to light. The realization, the changes within them, right? Making them see how much pain they're in, how bad their life has been, or how much love they have for you. There's an equal and opposite reaction here with the Three of Swords. Laws of physics apply. They see how much they feel everything. They're feeling everything in this energy, which is why I think they do come out of this. And they might get hit with one or two more towers, few of your people, but they can't keep getting punched. All right? They do get it together here. Why is the Three of Swords here? Come on. If I'm your second favorite, I swear to God, come on, you guys. This is divinely God. Look at what's here. I've been telling you, keep an eye out in June for the Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's the straw that breaks the camel's back. Okay? This card is red with the Eight of Wands. They reach out. They communicate with you when the pain gets to be too much. And the pain gets to be too much with all these realizations. This whole reading is cross-checking itself. I mean, it is literally, I mean, I'm here, it's a compelled reading. I'm not supposed to be here right now. It's just got some random graphic on it about random reading. It's all it is. This is, I even did the pre-shuffle right in front of you, whereas I normally wouldn't. It's unreal. Okay. So yeah, the Three of Swords is here because they're seeing the light. They're feeling everything. And there's a lot, again, the energy around all of us. But I'm just going to talk about your person, but it is all of us. The energy around your person is changing. The way they've been living, they can't keep doing it. None of us can. We have to change. Now, that's fine for the soulmate cycle and the small sliver of it watching me. We're all going to be great. I don't know what's going to happen in the greater world because it's all happening beyond the soulmate cycle. But I wish everybody was watching me. But so they know that they have to shift with it. But your person here, since we are in the soulmate cycle here, your person needs to shift with this energy. And they're going to realize that. And they'll do it when the pain, they'll get the strength to come in as this when the pain gets to be too much. When it breaks the straw that breaks the back of this person here. That's when communication happens. The end result for the vast majority of you is someone coming, either showing up with an apology or whatever, a little cup of love, or they change their life. Either way, you get what you want, because you'll get good karma if they don't show up on you. You change somebody's life. It's the most powerful good karma you can possibly get. All right, take it from me. I'm a guy who, long before YouTube, has changed a lot of people's lives. And I have been truly blessed in this life. I have. I'm very lucky. That being said, and I don't even like the word luck. I'm just using it because you all know what it is. It's purely because I flow with the energy. There's no such thing as luck. But either way, I think the vast majority of you, if you're waiting to hear from this person, you're here at this reading for a reason. They're showing up. Well, I'm pulling on the Knight of Cups right now. Tell me about the final on this. This is unreal. This is another one I'm going to take a screen grab of for myself, because I can't even believe that Ten of Wands fell there. It's unreal. It tells the story perfectly. Unreal. Why is the Knight of Cups here? What's the final on this? The affecting energy around the Knight of Cups is a bit of a dichotomy, right? It's dichotomous energy. It is the King of Wands. It's the Burger King. Again, can't live the way they've been living. This is the Burger King. They got to have it their way. Ego and pride keeping them away from you. This person realizes that. How do I know that for sure? By the cards. How do you know? Because the cards are here just as pretty pictures for you to back up my energy read, because justice was crossing here. Justice was crossing here. That means it's tied to this. These cards are red with these cards, just like these are red with these. These are standalone typically and tied to whatever, usually just bookending the energy of the connection. But because justice was crossing here, we can't forget cards that we've already had. We've got the King of Wands here. There's a balance. That Emperor, this also tells us that the Emperor over here that was crossing will balance. They will learn their lesson after enough towers hit them, which says the same. So they can't keep living the way they've been living. They can't keep dilly-dallying. And this says the same thing in the next set. Once the strength, the strength to come in comes from all them seeing how they've been behaving and seeing that the things around them are changing and they can't keep living. That breaks the camel's back here on the Ten of Wands, causing communication. This energy around them right now is the way they were living, the Knight of Wands, or excuse me, King of Wands. Either or, Freudian slip, but either or. They're both emotionally immature. Your person's always been the Burger King. They've always been the laughing king on the throne who thinks they could just laugh you off. Ego, pride, well, if I, whatever. If they want me, they can come get me. No, that's not how it works, motherfucker. This is a real soulmate connection. You got to be vulnerable. Their lesson is to be vulnerable. This is vulnerable. Okay, what's on top? Let's go. Look at that. I'm not even worried. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Red with the... It's spilling over, isn't it? Look at it. This is someone coming to tell you how they feel. Someone who's never told you before. And you know what? I said I'm not worried. I'm just going to pull the next card. It's strength. It's communication. When it falls there, it ties to... This ties us back to the message from the universe. I can't believe this reading ended with strength. And the message from the universe was strength. With these cards on top of it. This almost guarantees it. That somebody will get the strength up to come in and tell you how they feel. They do not want you to get away. That's abundantly clear from this reading. It is abundantly clear that they don't want you to get away. And that behavior of the King of Wands that's crossing here is balancing. The energy around all of us, but around your person in particular, is changing. They can't keep living the way they have been. Can't keep walking around in shorts and flip-flops. They don't live in Miami anymore. They live in northern Vermont, and it gets fucking cold there. Can't do it. I'm telling you. I'm absolutely telling you. And it's not summertime when I'm giving that analogy, by the way. I could just as easily say North Pole. Okay? I'll go further north than northern Vermont. I'll go North Pole. They can't keep walking. You sure as fuck can't walk around in flip-flops and shorts there. That's how much the energy is changing around them. So what's happening here, what's this Three of Swords about? Well, I'll give you, and this sun that are read together, which lead to the breaking of the camel's back here and the communication. Well, this sun is, again, as everything changes, they start to see their own environment differently, right? They start to look around, and it's like that Talking Heads song is coming in my head again, that one from the 80s, where he's singing, "This is not my beautiful house, this is not my beautiful wife," right? And then there's a line in the song about letting the days go by, water under the bridge, water flowing under, all that kind of stuff. It's about wasted time. It's about wasting time in things that are past their expiration date. That's what they're going to see. That's what's coming to light. And it causes them a great deal of pain because there's a great deal of love that they could have had with you. And your connection's all about cups. It's represented here by the Hierophant. It's the fucking Pope. Okay? I mean, it's some serious shit. They do get the strength up to open up. At least a little bit. Probably at the level of a page to start with. Okay? Wow. Okay, I can see why we're here. And the universe keeps harping on this energy changing in part because it wants you to know what's going on with your person. But frankly, I think it wants you to know for you so that you make some changes too, so that you know what's going on. There's no point in coming to Steve Love Tarot for a goddamn tarot reading. I know that sounds strange because it's called Love Tarot. But I do throw tarot cards, yes. But I'm a hell of a lot more than that. I'm giving you information that, you know, you'd be just like your person if you didn't know. You'd be confused. Why does everything feel different today? Why was the way I usually do things not working for me anymore? Well, here's why. It's because it's time for a big shift here. And it is a big one. It's a big shift. All right? Let's see. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you before I go pull some wicked voodoo. All right? Let's go find out what's going on here. What else you want to tell everyone, universe? You brought me in here. Well, look who's here. We always pull from the bottom. The King of Wands. The Eight of Cups. Remember the Eight of Cups came after the cut? And I told you they're going to walk. I predicted before any of this, before the strength cards, before any of it, they're going to walk away from their old life and come towards something new. I've got the Two of Swords, and crossing this Eight of Cups right there is the Eight of Wands. There's the Eight of Wands again. This person is, the energy around them is shifting. There's fast forward movement. There will be communication because the King of Wands, the way they've been living, the Burger King, gotta have it their way, right? Ego, pride, whatever it is. I'm going to make this work on my side, make this relationship work, make my life work. I'm after pentacles, I'm after security, whatever it is. However they've been living. They're going to see that it no longer works. They're going to be stopped in their tracks. The Two of Swords, I like the Two of Swords here. It's two Ace of Swords. This Ace of Swords, because the Eight of Wands is here, I can tie it to this Eight of Wands, which is tied to this Sun card. This Sun card here, all this illumination, where they feel all the pain, right? This is two Ace of Swords. They're going to know the truth about, the King of Wands is going to know the truth about how their current thing is, how they've been living, and they're going to know the truth about what they could have had on your side. Here's the truth, right here, all the way around, three swords. They're hurt on their side because they've been making something work that's shit, or living in something that's past its expiration date, however they've been living, and there's pain here because they passed up something really awesome. Really awesome, something that's represented by an Ace of Cups. And it's a divine connection I've had. Divine Masculine is all about this. It's realizing this. I didn't have the Divine Feminine. I didn't get even a Fakey McFakerman Queen of Wands here. It's all about your person. The universe really wants you to know that this Ten of Wands, very important card in June. I've been telling you, keep an eye out for it. We want to see this break. I see it breaking here. I see someone at rock bottom and who's seen the truth of two sides of things. One of those sides is this shit is not making them happy. This phoniness, this ego, this pride. And the universe here in the center position, because these are red, center, left, right. In the center position, our baseline energy is an Eight of Wands crossing that very Eight of Cups. Two cards that we've already had. One here and the Eight of Cups after the cut. After the cut card. That's unreal. Wow. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to go pull. So I would expect to hear from this person. I don't think they could take too many more punches. And the important part about that, why do I say that? I always like transparency. Like I told you before, the only reason, the main, well, not the only, but there's other tie-ins. Energy's always in layers. But the main reason the universe threw this Eight of Wands here after the Sun was for me. For me, so I know as a speedometer how fast everything's going. It's going very fast. Too fast for them, which is why we've got some confusion here. Okay? It's too fast for them. They learn a little slower, but they're going to learn real fast. Even a slow learning child, a stubborn child like I was, learns real fast when they get an ass whooping every time they keep doing something. All right? I learned real fast not to put those firecrackers underneath the rocks so that cars ran over them and make it sound like their tire blew out, like we used to do when we were kids, fucking around. That's what happens when you grow up in a small town. There's nothing to do but cause trouble. I learned real fast. I did it for a while, but after enough ass whoopings for it, I learned real fast not to do it. I was stubborn about it. I thought, well, we won't get caught this time. Okay, we won't get caught this time either. We won't get, yeah, we got caught every damn time. That being said, your person's getting caught. So I'm going to go pull some wicked voodoo here. I'm going to pull on this King of Wands. I'm just going to pull on what's going on. Why is your person so confused about this? We'll see what's going on in their world. We'll pull a fly on the wall. We'll see how they feel about you. We'll see when we'll pick it up from the Strength card here, and we'll see where we're going. You know me and the extendeds. They're usually about close to an hour long or over an hour long. I pull a whole bunch of little readings. It's just like me and you in the living room here, and I'm pulling some readings for you. We'll see what we can get. We'll see where it takes us. That being said, I hope this reading was helpful. If I helped one person today, then it was all worthwhile, because this was an unplanned reading, and I think the universe wants to tell you that the pace is picking up. Okay? So have some faith, but also, again, you need to change your energy too. All right? You need to keep in mind that energy is shifting around you, and old patterns aren't going to fly anymore. So you make sure you know what you want from this person. Take the lesson. Don't go into that Seven of Cups yourself. All right? No confusion. Just know what you want. Sit down, feel, and then write down what you feel. And that's where you go with it. Don't overthink it. Life isn't about that. You overthink it, it'll pass you by the time you figure out you want it. So be careful about that. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Now I'm going to go pull some wicked voodoo. If you want the extended, the link is in the description. I want it. A couple of Eight of Wands here, and a Tower. I'll take that. All right, good luck.